This is the part 2 of the video with the topic of the reality, the hard truth of being a realtor. If you have not watched the part 1, you can click on this link somewhere around here. Up here maybe. Part 1 first and then continue, because this is sort of relatable from the first video to the second. And yeah, we'll chat to you soon, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, bye.
Hey real estate rock stars, my name is Amy Kwan, your voice in real estate, and I am a local expert real estate agent that's serving in the GTA area. I am looking forward to our one-on-one conversation just so that I get to meet you and get to know what you're all about and what your real estate story is. And I've made that accessible by going into the description box below. You can go ahead and click on the link below. That will take you right to where you can book a time slot with me one-on-one via Zoom call. And I'm looking forward to meeting you, and let's not waste more time but dive back into the video. Chat soon, bye. Being a real estate agent, if I was to talk about another difficulty, would be, especially if you're a female, you get these creepy calls. I tell you, they are like the creepiest calls I've gotten. Oh, let me just get a glass of, yeah. The creepiest calls I get is like, this was about a week in from, me getting a license and actually being a realtor. I get this call and he goes, hey, literally this voice, hey. I'm like, hi, this is Amy Kwan, how can I help you? And he goes, my name is blah, 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 from blah, blah, blah. It's a brokerage, okay? And it's a real estate brokerage. And he says, and I just wanted to tell you that you're very beautiful. And I tell, like, my hair on my arm, legs, everything just stood up. Like, I got so it was my first time getting that creepy call, and this guy haven't even seen me or anything. He just found my picture on Realtor.ca and just decided to call me to tell me that I am beautiful, and he would not hang up. So I had to be very firm with him and say, I don't think it's very professional of you to call me, and it's honestly kind of freaking me out that you found me on platform and decided to call me to tell me that I'm pretty. But I appreciate it. I will take the compliment. But I cannot spend more time with you on the phone call, and I hope you have a good night or a good day or whatever it ended up being. And I ended up hanging the call. But even after that, I've gotten a few calls where they call me to tell me that I'm pretty. And now, the first time was very kind. Now I'm like, was there anything else that I could help you with? No? Okay, have a good day. And I just hang up, like. So that's also something. And another thing, female agent, is you hear of female agents being sexually assaulted or killed. I don't know a better word. I'm sure there is, but yeah, basically. So I've watched an article, and we have Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups for our realtors, and that gets shared, and it's really freaky, and it gives you a sense of, oh, this could be me, and you get very scared, and you kind of fall into that scaredness and all of that. So that's also important. Another thing is, people think that realtors don't do anything, and that we just make money. So how they treat you might be completely different from what you expect to be treated. So a lot of the time, people might just call you up and expect you to show up in 10 minutes, or treat you as if you owe them so much things, but you're really offering your professional service and that's all you offer, right? So there's a lot of expectations that is unrealistic. Another thing would be, if you're not a phone call person, this might you might want to think about it. So a lot of the time, because people have expectations, they will call you, and I love the phone calls in general, even with my friends. When I feel like, okay, this guy's not getting whatever I'm trying to say, sorry, whatever I'm trying to say, then I will call him, just like call him or call her and be like, hey, this is what it is. But then I find that a lot of my friends don't like being on the phone, and that's totally fine. But being a real estate agent, you might want to consider being a realtor. So at the end, I want to leave you with this question. If you're thinking of becoming a real estate agent, or you've started your journey but you just don't know if it's right for you, or if you had this fantasy of real estate agents just not doing much but going for looking pretty and going for showings, please reconsider that. There's so many skills that's needed, interpersonal skills. You need to know your real estate stuff. You need to know the structures. You need to know, you need to have a good community around you that you can build. There's just so many things that can play into effect. And this is commission based completely. You're not just still making salary plus the commission, right? So if you don't make any money, you don't make any money at all, and you just pay the dues. So it's very important to think about. So please think about that. And the last question I want to leave you with is, if you are selling your $1 million asset or $2 million, would you trust yourself with that? Are you able to be compassionate? Are you able to know your stuff about real estate and the buildings and what's in there and everything? Are you able to know the laws that you have, that basic laws, not crazy, but tenant laws? Sometimes the homes that you're going to list are going to have tenants in it. These things, do you know where to go to if you don't know them? Are you able to satisfy their needs and whatever they need to know? Or do you able to come up with reports and everything that they require, or for them to know, to be able to trust you? Would you have that? So I'm gonna leave that question to you, and I think that is a great question to ask yourself before you actually get into the industry. And another question I want to ask you actually is, are you able to hold on to this real estate journey even if you make zero money in 2 to 3 years of you being in the real estate world? If you break even, that's great. That's the hard truth of being a real estate agent. And I want to leave those questions to you. I've had to answer those questions myself, so I'm going to leave that to you now. And I hope that I'm able to see you in the real estate world. And if you have any questions of becoming a real estate agent, or knowing anything about real estate in Toronto, or just you have life issues that you want to talk about, I would be happy to talk about it with you. And if you have any questions, just comment down below. You can comment down below, and I'm very good at responding to them. You can comment down below, or you can contact me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or whatever you find me on. And until next time, I also want to let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anyone, but this, if you thought this is a red wine or rosé wine, this is actually cream soda. I hope you thought it was a wine, because that would be classy. Alright guys, until next time, annyeong!